Okay, how do you do, fellow YouTubers? Back again with me, Ezra, and this is my new legoformer, chibi afterburner. Chibi afterburner is modeled after afterburner from technobot team on the Autobots. As you can see, there's some different parts of him compared to his G1 counterparts. Most noticeably is his wheels. In his G1 version, he has two wheels like normal motorcycle, but in this version of mine, it has three wheels, so like track or something around that part, I guess. And but I think I managed to make a good iteration of him. Like this white cockpit is the same as his G1 counterparts, and yeah, most of them the color, of course, I think is still not still recognized as afterburner, and I also definitely have changed some things. But yeah, I think I made a good one. And the front wheels, I didn't use a normal wheel like this one, but I use a plate here. Like, yeah, you can see this a plate and they move in the wheel, but I think this makes good. He rolls pretty good, as you can see. And what else? He has an exhaust in the back here, and the back's pretty fair. And what I like the most about him is that you can barely see any robot parts in his bottom, which I think is pretty good, pretty cool, because you will instantly tell that he's a robot. Although of course there's some part that's still open, like most noticeably is in this back, like it's open right here, and if you peek inside you can barely see his head, but I think it's not that much noticeable. Like I'm not gonna display him with his back poking on the front after all. And yeah, I think all the clearance are there too. And yeah, let me show you a 360 here, side, the front, other side. It's symmetrical, so you can expect that. Back, the up, it's pretty thick because I want to make a chibi effect, so it has to look fat and bulky. And his bottom, yeah, I think that's it for the vehicle mode. So let's just transform him now. To transform him, first thing you want to do is let's see. Oh, the first thing you want to do is flip this part. So you see this part is a little tricky. Open like this. Do the same on the other side. A little harder somehow. Why? Let me. There you are. There. Open like that. And then you broke the body in half like this. Now let's just focusing on the bottom part here on the front part of the vehicle that will become his leg later. First thing you want to do is flip this part out like this as far as you can go. Oh, come on, focus camera. There you are. Like that. And then this part you move it a little bit just so that it doesn't hit, so that it can move with out of the way. And then pull this out. Do it like this, and this will obviously become the leg like that. And you can move this a little bit because it will become a 2 later. And then this part you move it down, turn it around, and then move it down to get it out of the way for now. And then let's move on this part, shall we? On this part, first thing you want to do is move this part out as far as you can go. The other side, same. And then you move the wheel like that. As you can see, the transformation is quite involved for a mini legoformer, but that's what I like about him. And then what else? Oh yeah, then you wanna bring this. Oh no, not yet, not yet. And let's see. Then you wanna open this part like that, and then move this, turn it around like that. Do the same on the other side. Move it, turn it around in that position. And then for the wheel, you get it out of the way, and then you can bring this flush like this. Once you done that, you make this part sit on his back, so like that. And then you can move this wheel so that this part will sit against this part like this and like this. Yeah, like that. And then for this part, you flip this inside, do the same on the other side, and this, bring it down, turn it around. As you can see, it becomes an arm with a small hand here. Do the same here, move it, and last but not least, move this out. And let's arrange things a little bit so that he can stand properly. Normally he could stand just fine, but since my setting isn't man, why? Screw that, I'll just hold it like this. Why do you not want to stand? As you can see in his robot mode, wait, let me just stand him first. Why did you not want to stand? I usually have you standing just fine. Screw that. Yeah, as you can see, he usually standing just fine on the, let me just move this. He usually just standing just fine on the surface, but because my setting doesn't have a good surface, this is some kind of squishy. It's not flat. My surface isn't that flat, so he can't really stand properly, but in a flat surface, I think he will stand properly. I know, I have tried. Now, yeah, this is his robot mode, and as you can see, there's some part that I need to, I keep as an original, like all of his wheel ends up on his back and become a backpack. His lighting looks cool here, and his color scheme, of course, and that for the front of the vehicle become his leg and his tiny feet. And as you can see, of course, the head is pretty different. I use a minifig head here, but I think it works pretty good for him. You can see it's pretty thick here in his arm. And oh, and articulation, I think he has good. The head can move, though it's not really much of a good move because his shoulder is on the way, and you can move this far because it hits the backpack. After that, you can move this on the ball joint. You can move it all you want. This one is on the ball joint. You can move it and just do what you want with it. And he has a knee articulation like this. So it hits the backpack, so it can't go really that far. And a toe articulation. And yeah, and if you want, you can just take this exhaust. Let me show you. You can just take it and make it a gun for him like this. If you want to, I don't really like it because focus, come on. man. Yeah, as you can see it again, but it's a little bit bent, so I don't really like it. I just leave it when I don't really like the idea of parts warming. So yeah, that. So yeah, for now let me show you 360 of him. This is from his side. His size is, I forgot to bring a figure for his size comparison, but basically his size is pretty much the same, similar to simil similar to long G1 long haul I made a little while ago. So he's smaller than a deluxe class, but not as much as legend class. I think you got the idea there. Okay, yeah, 360 front, up, and down. His toe is little small, if you can see here. Side, and his back. It's a little untidy here, tidy a little bit. The legs pretty bare, as you can see. Other side is symmetrical, so what do you expect? Yeah, I think I said what I want to say, and I think that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.